Hello, this is Jamie with Creations Misfit, and today I'm going to show you how to make this really quick and easy bulky scarf. It's called the Libby Scarf, and I do have matching hats, child size and adult size. I'll put some pictures up. And they work up so quick because we use a bulky yarn, and the hats work up quickly as well. So I wanted to do a matching scarf, so here we are. And what you will need today is a size 5 or size 6 yarn. You can actually make this with a size 4 if you'd like to. It's just going to take longer and you'll have to do, well, you would have to do more rows as well. So I would suggest using a size 5 or 6 yarn. You can also use 2 strands of size 4 together, and then that would equal about what we have here. So today I'm just going to do a little swatch. I'm not going to make the whole scarf, but you'll get the full pattern for it. Don't worry. I just don't need to do, 175 chains just to show you the pattern. But this is going to be worked lengthwise, and you can make it any size you want. So if you want to do a toddler size, child size, adult size, it's really customizable. So I'm going to be using a size 5 yarn and an 8mm hook for this one. And then you'll also need a scissors and a yarn needle to sew in your ends. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, and I'll tell you how to adjust the sizing as well. But here you can see, I'll put a picture or two up as well so you can see the actual length. I did mine about 80 inches, and I used 275 yards of yarn for this. For a child size, you'll probably use about 200 yards. Okay, so starting out, we are going to, also, I just want to put a disclaimer up. I know that, let me fix this. I know that I sound nasally. That can be annoying to some people. They let me know in the comments. So you can just put me on mute. I'm going to put the whole pattern written on the screen. And also, if I'm going too fast or too slow for you, you can go ahead and change your speed in your settings on YouTube. I'll show a little video on how to do that. You just go to the settings, change speed, and you can either speed it up or slow it down. And then also, of course, you can pause the video at any point and come back when you're ready. Okay, so to start out, we are going to do our chains, and this is going to be the length of your scarf. So for an adult, an average size adult scarf is usually 60 to 80 inches, but you can make it however long you want, and a child size is usually about 40 to 60 inches. Okay, so for the adult size, like I said, mine was 80 inches, and I started with 175 chains. Now for a child size, you might want to start with like 135 chains. But like I said, make it whatever size you want. Just make sure you start with an odd number of chains, okay? And I'm going to zoom in here. So like I said, I'm just going to do a small swatch. So I'm going to only do 15 chains to start. So go ahead and do however many you'd like. And let's see, I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Just to start. But go ahead and do yours, pause and do all of your chains, however long you want your scarf to be, and then come back and we'll get started together. But make sure it's an odd number. All right, and you can pause the video, but if you're ready to go, we will move on. And so for round 1, we are going to start in the second chain from the hook. So not this very first one that our hook is in, but the second chain from the hook, and we're going to place a double crochet there. And then we're going to double crochet in every stitch across. So since I started, and it's really important, I know it's a lot of numbers to count, but the reason I do it lengthwise is it feels like it works up faster, because then we only have like 6 or 7 rows, to do for the whole thing. But I made this quickly. I think it only took me 2 hours, maybe a little bit less than that, to do the whole scarf. I mean, it may take people longer than that as well, but it's a pretty quick project. So anyway, I wanted to say it's really important that you count your stitches, because you have to end up with, because we started with an odd number, and then we're starting in the second chain, we should have an even number at the end. And that's important because for one of the rounds we need an even number. Okay, so I did 15 chains to start, if you remember, and now I should have 14 double crochet since we started in that second chain. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, because, sorry, this first one counts as a double crochet when we skip that. Okay, so go ahead and do yours all the way down, a double crochet in each stitch, and you should end up with one less than the number of chains you started with. Okay, and then when you're ready, come back and we will start with round 2. So for round 2, we're going to chain up 2 and turn our work, and we're going to double crochet into the very first stitch. And then we are going to work front post and back post double crochets. Okay, and if you're not familiar with that, it's just a regular double crochet, but instead, normally we would go through the top of the stitch, right, to do our double crochets or any stitch. But for this, we're going to actually go around the post because it's going to leave a really nice, like textured pattern. Okay, so we want to double crochet into the first one and like regular, and then we're going to do a front post double crochet around this next post here, okay, from the row before. And all you're going to do is yarn over, and we're going to go around the post like this, and then just do your double crochet. Yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. All right, and then we're going to do a back post double crochet. So it's the same thing, but you're going to go into this next, or around this next post, but we're going to do it from the back. So yarn over, and you're going to come through the back. This can seem daunting, but I promise it gets easy as soon as you keep doing it. We're going to come through the back and end up in the back. And sometimes it's easier to turn your work so you can see it from the back like that. So let me show you again if you're unfamiliar. I do have a video for front and back posts. If you need a little bit more time, I'll put a little card up here. You can click on that and then come back. Okay, so back post again. It might be easier to turn your work. You're just going to go in through the back and end up in the back, just around that post. Yarn over and pull through 2, pull through 2. Okay, so we did 1 double crochet, and then we did front post, back post. Now we're just going to front post, back post all the way down until the very last stitch, which is going to be a double crochet again. So I'll do a front and a back with you again. Yarn over for the front. We're just going to go around the post like this. Do our double crochet. And then for the back, yarn over, go around the back, and do our double crochet. And then I'll just stay on and do mine, but you'll probably want to pause the video because yours are going to be a lot longer than just 15 stitches. And it's nice with the bulkier yarn too because you have a lot of room to work with. If we had a thinner yarn, it's kind of gets tight in there sometimes, so. Okay, let me just count and see where I'm at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so you're going to end. You should end with a back post. And then that first chain that we did, or when we skipped that first chain, that's going to count. That counts as our first double crochet. So we have to do a double crochet into the top of that. And that will give me my 14th stitch. And if you started with 175, you should have 174 at the end. Okay, so we start with a double crochet, and then we do front post, back post all the way down, end with a back post, and then you'll do a double crochet into that very last stitch. I hope that doesn't seem too confusing. Just start and end with a front and back post. Okay, so pause the video, do yours, and then come back. I'm going to move on to round 3. Chain up 2 and turn our work. And from here, we're going to start with a puff stitch. And the puff stitch is really easy as well. Just yarn over, We're going to go right into that, and you want to like leave some like don't crochet this tightly because we need to go in to this stitch 3 times. Okay, so loosen your tension a little bit. We're going to yarn over, go into the stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, and that's where you want to loosen your tension. Yarn over and go back into the same stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop. You should have 5 loops on your hook, and then we're going to do it one more time. Yarn over, go back into the same stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop. You'll have 7 loops on your hook, and then you're going to yarn over and pull through all 7. And now if you do that too tightly, you're not going to be able to get through. It should be really easy to pull through, and when you first start out it feels difficult but that's just probably because you haven't loosened your tension enough. Okay, so we're going to do a puff stitch, and then in the next stitch we're going to just do a single crochet, and the puff stitch should kind of push out to the other side. There's like a right and wrong side of the scarf. Let me show you. I mean, you can wear it whichever way you want, but here you can see the puff stitches on this side, and on this side it's flat where the puff stitches are. Okay, and we're just going to repeat that all the way down. The next stitch, we're going to do a puff stitch. So yarn over, go into the stitch, pull up a loop, loose tension, yarn over, same stitch, pull up a loop, 5 loops on your hook, and then yarn over, go through one more time, pull up a stitch, 7 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 7, and then we're going to single crochet into the next. Okay, and you're going to do that all the way down. And like I said, with this one too, once you get going, it just works up really quickly. Sometimes it might feel like it gets a little stuck there, but then you might just have to loosen your tension a little bit. Okay, so go ahead and do yours. I'll finish up with mine, and I'll meet you at the end of row 3. All right, here I am at the end of round 3, and you should end with a single crochet if you still have an even number of stitches, which you should. Now, if you don't, it's okay. It's not going to ruin your scarf or anything like that, so you end with a puff stitch, no big deal, but you'd like to end with a single crochet. All right, so moving on to round 4, we are going to chain up 2 and turn our work. And this is a really easy round. We're just going to double crochet in every stitch across. So I should have 14. You should have however many you have. Okay, so just double crochet in every stitch across. So you'll be going into like the top of the puff stitch, and then where we did the single crochet, and then top of the puff, and then the single crochet. Oops. And I just want to show you something after this. So we're going to do one full round of this, and then we're more than halfway done with the scarf. But if you want a wider scarf, I'm going to show you what you can do from here. Okay, so here's where we're at. Now, this is what my scarf looks like. Let me show you how wide it is. It's about 5 inches wide. So if you want it to be wider than that, I did a little swatch here. This one, let's see. This one is about 6 inches in width, and you can see the difference here. I just did, like, this is where we're at right now with the scarf, is in between the 2 puff stitch rows. We just did our double crochet. If you'd rather it like this, if you'd rather do the wider scarf, you can do 3 rows of double crochet. All right, so I'm just showing you 1, but if you want to do 2 more, the only thing is you can't do only 2, because then the puff stitches, the next round of puff stitches that we do is going to end up on the opposite side. All right, so you have to do like 1 row or 3 rows or 5, you know, if you wanted it even wider. So that's just an option for, we just finished round 4. So if you'd like it to be wider, then do another round of 4 for rows 5 and 6. Okay, I hope that makes sense. But I'm just going to go on to row 5 here. So let's chain up 2 and turn, and we're just going to repeat the puff stitch row, which was row 3. So we're going to do a puff stitch in this first one, and then a single crochet in the next, and then puff stitch, and then single crochet. I should have loosened my tension a little bit more in that one. There we go. And then single crochet. So go ahead and do that all the way down for round 5, and I'll meet you after round 5. Okay, here I am at the end of round 5, and I will move on to round 6. We just have 2 more rounds to go, or rows, I'm sorry, I keep saying rounds. Chain 2 and turn. And for row 6, we're just going to double crochet in every stitch across. And I'd just like to say thanks for being here. I hope this is a fun project for you. Please let me know in the comments how it worked out, or what kind of yarns you're using, what colors, who you made it for. I love to read all of that, and I do get back to all the comments. And if you are not subscribed, I'd love to have you on my channel. I do have a lot of different videos for all different kinds of stuff: decor, plushies, blankets, gifts, hats, scarves, gloves, fingerless gloves, mermaid gloves, dragon scale gloves, like all different kinds of things. And I'm always making more videos, so please think about subscribing, and you'll get notified whenever I have something new up. Okay, so you'll probably want to pause the video and finish your row 6, but this is where we're at, and we just have 1 more row to go. So I'm going to move forward to row 7, chain up 2 and turn your work, and we are just going to repeat row 2, which was our front post back post row. So we're going to start with a double crochet in the very first stitch, and then we're going to front post double crochet, and then back post double crochet, and we'll do that all the way down, and then you will do a single crochet, or I'm sorry, a double crochet into the last stitch. If you do make this or anything else from my channel, you can also tag me if you're on Instagram or TikTok. I am at Creations Misfit there, and my information will be in the description box below too, my account information, if you want to follow me on either of those platforms. But otherwise, yeah, I hope to see you in some of the older videos that I have up, and anything new. I do have a lot of ideas, and I'm always working on something, so something's always coming up. Okay, and then we're going to double crochet into that very last stitch. And this is the back part of our project because you can't see the puff stitches. And then here's the front of our project. Sometimes you just have to straighten it out a little bit. But there we are. So if you want from here, you can, and of course it's going to be like this lengthwise. But you can add some tassels or fringe, or you know, even like a pom on the bottom or anything like that. But I hope this was helpful, and please let me know how it worked out for you. Like I said, I'd love to have you like, comment, subscribe, and tag me in anything that you have at Creations Misfit on Instagram and TikTok. And I hope to see you in some other videos shortly. But thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. Bye.